think you are the best judge of your talent, your potential, your ability, and you can't. And I know these are words, and I know it sounds really good sitting here on stage, but there is no other way. You are the best thing that can happen to you, and that's it.
Wow.
Really, that's the best thing.
Hello.
Hi guys. Everybody's looking very happy in the sun, yeah? Sunny, happy faces.
Thank you so much for coming here. You know, a lot of our lives are online. A lot of us are online all the time. And today, more than ever, there's a lot of like motivational content, self-love, and looking within, loving yourself, etc. Yet, I feel now more than ever, we are plagued with self-doubt, right? Because also we're stuck in a validation cycle. And I feel that's more for women. Do you agree with me? And if you do, what do you think is the reason that so many women doubt their abilities, their worth in today's time, since we're on worth now?
I'm sure the men also feel it in a different way, but yeah, you're right. I mean, I think the doubt, the whole idea, I forget the name, but the very famous director who said that one single purpose of a beauty magazine is to make you feel ugly. And I feel that's what Instagram does. The more you go through it, the more perfect the pictures are, the more perfect the holidays are, how perfect my meal looks, and how amazing my makeup turns out every time. I think it just carries on telling you you're not good enough.
Yeah.
So the whole purpose is to put you in doubt, and I think you should allow yourself a little bit, give a pat on the back, because it's tough every day. It is tough to go through this, So I mean, what can I say? It's the same for me. I'm an actor. I go there, I see perfect pictures, but I think at the back of our minds we should know that our own reality, how good we are. I think you are the best judge of your talent, your potential, your ability, and you can't. And I know these are words, and I know it sounds really good sitting here on stage, but there is no other way. You are the best thing that can happen to you, and that's it.
Wow.
Really, that's the best thing, and nothing better than that can happen to you. So invest in that, and not the Instagram accounts, not the beauty filters and stuff like that. I'm not saying it's completely wrong. Thoda bahut vanity is good. It's good to be vain some. There's nothing wrong with it. But that can't decide who you are. That kind of, I stop it now, is something that a muscle you need to keep working on. It's a muscle you have to work on every day. And being very aware of it, I feel.
Isn't that wonderful? You're the best thing that will happen to you.
Yeah, really.
And genuinely, with so much social media. So my sister, she's a clinical psychologist, and our conversations are very contrasting because she's always telling me, she's like, in your profession, you only see the entire outside of a person. In my profession, I get to see what's completely inside, right? And so you don't understand how different it is. What you feel, you don't realize what is actually happening within a person. And I think it's great advice that you gave to really work that muscle. I, for one, what I do is I ration my time online now. I don't spend my entire day, my entire life online. Do you have any such actionable tips that you do or that you would suggest to the people who've come here going through whatever happens with social media and other things?
Actionable tips.
Tips बड़ा अच्छा सवाल है, tips पूछने ज़रूरी हैं सब.
I mean, reduce the amount of time, I guess a check is always the screen time check. It tells you what app you were on, how long. It literally tells you how much time you've killed on what. It makes you feel really guilty. So I guess that's probably the one thing. But like I said, I mean, it's not like you can shut yourself into a room and say, nahi, nahi, main ye nahi dekhna, wo nahi dekhna. You have to. You need to know what's going around. But that balance constantly at the back of your head, keep that balance working, and you have to talk to yourself. I think it's good we are talking. You will talk to each other, and that's how this voice just becomes stronger in your head. Yeah, I really think so. I think this is important to talk about this. That how it's inane, yeah. It's just chalta rehta hai. It'll carry on, and I think perfection is boring after a point. So it's interesting what you're going through, different problems. Just start enjoying it, celebrate that. I think that's a good thing. Yeah, I mean,
Perfection is boring. I think that's that's my new mantra.
no, but I really genuinely think, and I'm saying this as an actor, you know how there's like a perfect shot hai, baal perfect hai, ye perfect hai, sab kuch. But it's boring. What is interesting is, I'm not even saying perfection. I think what is exciting is what is interesting. If an interesting person is far more exciting, is far more beautiful than a perfect person.
100%.
You know, I mean, you just get bored after that. How long can you stare at that perfect straight nose? I mean, okay, fine. Now, beyond that, what is it you're going to tell me? Tell me something, make me laugh, you know, like, I don't know, get my attention. So I always think interesting people are perfect. You know, that's the kind of perfection we should have. Yeah.
100%. Like, especially in today's time when you're not limited to just one thing, right? Like, it's a wonderful time in a way that you're not told when you're born कि आपको यही बनना है और आपकी ज़िंदगी अब इसी दिशा में जाएगी and this is the trajectory you must follow. Like, for example, like you and I here, we've had interesting career trajectories and various pivots along the way. Like when you went from, say, modeling to acting to producing and other roles that you've played in your life, did you ever go through like a lack of support? Was it a lonely journey? Did you have mentorship along the way? People who kind of reminded you that, you know, focus on what's inside rather than what's outside, because this profession can really make you feel like bahar jo hai wahi hai aur kuch hai hi nahi.
बहुत बार ऐसा हुआ है. Like I mean, I felt alone a lot of times. I think more number of times than not. And the one thing I have learned is only you are yours. Matlab, it comes to, you have to fix it in the end. You'll have your friends, they'll make you feel better for a while. But I think you know your truth and you know where you are lacking, not lacking, good enough, not good enough. And I think that voice, you have to be honest about that. So I feel I've depended on myself. Yeah. Of course, you have your family, emotional. वो तो मतलब that goes without saying. Without that, you know where. I think, but uske beyond emotional support and all is okay. But then you have to really, you know, pay your dues and earn it. Like even to become a producer. I mean, the first time when I wanted to produce a film and they said, "Acha actor hai, acha abhi ye batayegi." Some writer in the room, and you know, there are these couple of happens. You know, this is the first time I realized that in the industry it's so much about men. So they're like, "Acha, abhi actress ko movie banani hai, produce karna hai. Oh, acha, abhi ye humko bataye." You know, like all of that stuff. So slowly, I didn't think it was wrong. I understand. You have to pay your dues. You have to. It's not like every other day actresses are becoming producers. It takes time for us to earn our place. And I think that's okay. That doubt is fine. So I had to prove, I had to be patient. I think you pay your dues. I mean, we've have some very successful producers now. So yeah, slowly they take you seriously. It takes time. You have to, you know, make way. So tomorrow there'll be more actresses turning, and they are turning producers now. So it's okay now, you know. People don't sort of make fun of it or jibes at it. So yeah.
And it's not a destination. It's a journey, right? Like you could still
correct.
You could do your best and still be snubbed at the Oscars, as we know. But I really wanted to ask you that, you know, whether you're modeling, you're acting, whether it's a casual appearance like this, you exude this very effortless khandani ada. So
that's my bad throat, by the way. It's not my voice.
Which you can't fake, like which you know you can't get with a filter or with whatever. It's just there, like it's just there inside. Where does that come from? Because I don't have it.
But I think when you make enough mistakes in life and you get them right the second time around, the third time around, you slowly get a certain amount of confidence that yeah, kuch to sahi kiya hai. You know, I think I kind of know some things in life. I think somewhere your confidence, and it takes time. It doesn't happen like, oh, you were born confident. No, I was such an introverted child. So I have an older brother. He was the extrovert. I was the one who would hide behind my mother, always. If somebody asked me for a dance, you know, growing up in a club, I would go running to my parents. So it was that kind of a situation.
Nice profession you chose.
You know, I was like, I'll take care of it all now. Now you watch me. Yeah, I was very this thing. I think slowly, I suppose, yeah, my father's still very surprised that I'm by myself and doing things. They never expected me to do anything, honestly. Like, ये इसका कुछ नहीं. The son will do everything.
पहले naysayers ना घर में ही होते हैं अपने.
होते हैं.
Your very first naysayers and trolls are in your house.
Very true.
Yeah.
Very true. And I think they are the ones who are the most proud, for you because you prove them wrong. I mean, of course, they want the best for you. पर वो होता है ना, मम्मी बोलती है, अरे तो इतना ही कर ले अभी यार. My dad was like, अच्छा, listen, first you go try and open a bank account. Then you tell me what else you're going to do. I'm like, Papa, come on. Are you serious? So because I wanted to, model and stuff. And after college, I wanted to start doing all that. So yeah. So I guess you make your mistakes and you learn and you then end up, live long enough to tell your stories.
Wow. And you seem to have a very action-based approach as opposed to like a verbal approach to say any kind of disbelief in you or any kind of, chalo, family ko naysay nahi bula sakte, but professionally, like because this profession hinges so much on external validation, I'm sure you're no stranger to trolling, to naysayers, to people just who want to say anything and walk away, because that's just what comes with the bargain. There's a lot that this profession gives, but then you're completely exposed to feedback. And do you have any journey with self-acceptance that you have undertaken that has kind of stayed, that now no matter what happens, the ups and downs in life, in work, whatever, there's one little core that remains unshakable? Is there something that you've cultivated? I think because what happens is, like I said, like in a public-facing profession, you usually just get to see the best, right, of a person. We're seldom vulnerable. But now that I have caught you, I would like to know.
No. Yeah. I think people who are put on pedestals are the most insecure people, over time, inside. I mean, they have their insecurities, I must say. So many people watching you, right? But so you asked me that how do I handle a troll or not?
Like a troll in the social media sense of the term, but I'm sure even before social media, there would have been people, right? Like there's so many people who don't believe.
So I was married when I did my first film, and then I had a child. So there were all these, back then, shadi ke baad, acting career. Okay, now she's a mother now, now she's still acting, still whatever, but how are you going to do the hot stuff and, all of those things. Yeah. I think there are a lot of things that have changed gradually over time, but yes, I've heard a lot of no. Yeah. Art cinema kara hai, Hazaro Khwaishein is ki first film thi. How is she going to do something like this? Like those kind of things. Yeah. There's a lot of that kept coming my way. But I don't know, like for example, when I did Kundi Mat Khatkao, and Farah came to me with the song, and Mr. Bansali, and I was like, but I've never done anything like this, like how do you become so? And it's also almost like playing a character, right? Like when you're so uninhibited about your sexuality. And that's not who I am in real life. That person in that song is not who I am. So I honestly said no to it in the first time. And then they say, okay, why don't you just see the choreography once and see how you feel? I saw it and I said, okay, give me 1 hour. And then we just got started and it was amazing. And I almost felt like I was playing a character of this woman who's, so sexually confident and, it was something else. So yeah, I feel there are naysayers, and then sometimes you come across people who think that you can do something different. It's just really a journey, but you have to be okay with doing things that make you uncomfortable. That is one thing. Yeah, I've definitely learned. Never shy away from being uncomfortable in a situation. And don't look for comfort zones, especially till you're about, I guess, 50. After that, yeah, then you can switch and be like, acha, abhi ho gaya. Where's my drink?
Beyond a point.
Huh?
Comfort zone mein beyond a point kuch nahi rakha hai.
Nothing. Yeah, nothing, right?
There's little growth.
Very true.
I mean, sometimes we can go
and there's
back,
not even enough excitement, to be honest, There isn't. Matlab, kya hai? I know this, okay, you got it.
And you've never boxed yourself, which is because I remember there was so many parallels that were drawn between you and Smita Patilji, right? And still are, I'm sure. But you've never like boxed yourself into one thing, because it's very easy to go with, "Acha, audience मेरे बारे में ये सोचती तो मुझे इसी दिशा में जाना चाहिए." Like I get stereotyped a lot.
Yeah.
So
no, that happened a lot. I got such similar roles offered to me, one after the other.
Yeah.
But no, Smitaji is beyond
Smita is
everything.
impossible,
That's like the biggest compliment of my life. It's I can't possibly. I mean, what she did then
it's incredible.
is way beyond. We haven't even come close to that. Yeah, I feel boxing and all, and thoda bahut kahin na destiny bhi hoti hai. Like, it's sometimes things take you somewhere. But yeah, when it does take you, take it. Don't run away. Don't make that mistake. Do it. Yeah.
We have a lot of women here in the audience. And which gets me thinking, like you, I live between Delhi, between Bombay, all of that, and I have these gangs of girls, you know, these hype squads that I've created that support my delulu at every point, no matter how I feel. And no matter what's going on in life, you're up, you're down, you're whatever, you've got this circle of girls in your life that make you feel like you are worth it, you are fine, everything is okay. Have you cultivated that in your life? Is it related to work? Is it related to school? Can you tell us about your female friendships, like in your life, and what role they play in your life?
Yeah, I mean, I've had few very, very good friends, but my problem is that I'm a Virgo. I don't know. It's a bit of a problem.
Virgos?
Okay, I hear some people laughing. You understand. The problem is you are your worst critic, right? So even if you have like the whole room full of people saying, "You're amazing, you're the best, you're the..." Then you go back and you sit in a corner like, "No, but I'm not.
Imposter.
But I have to do this and I have to do this and I haven't done this." So my problem is that. So yeah, there are these gangs. Of course, your mom, your brother, everybody's, you know, behind you and everything. And they think, "Are itna, like, we didn't even think you'd do so much." But yeah, it's just me at the end of the day.
क्या हम friends हो सकते हैं CSG?
ज़रूर.
I will be your hype squad.
Oh, I would love that.
Yeah, because I've like heavily relied on that. I'm just like, कि अच्छा बाकी दुनिया क्या कह रही है, क्या फर्क पड़ता है? My girls agree with me.
I'm so envious of people like that. Now I'm so envious because I'm like, "Oh, baal ki khale." Like, no, but see, this happened and then this happened, and then I think they also give up on me. Like, चलो ठीक है, okay, forget it.
No, you need those. You're beautiful, you're perfect. अरे तूने देखा नहीं है, तू जादू करनी है. Like कुछ भी कहीं भी पहुंचा देते हैं वो. Yeah. I think maybe I should stay away from them a little bit and get into self-doubt a little bit. Yeah. But मैंने बहुत सवाल कर लिए हैं, बहुत ज़्यादा गंभीर and mixed and whatever. And I think it's important कि हमारे cute audience जो cute धूप में बैठी है, do you guys want to ask the wonderful Chitrangda anything?
Yeah. So I just wanted to ask you, whatever journey you had all these years, what is your one formula to get it done, what you have done, and what you want to do further?
Formula? I'm
Anything.
still figuring it. Formula तो नहीं है, but I feel कि you should do what you do for the right reasons, you know, and then even if you don't, you know, come through the first time, second time, third time, you'll keep going. Like I think I'm an actor today, not just for the glam or the fact that, oh wow, you know, you're going to be on a magazine cover. People can have different reasons, that's fine. But I feel for me, I'm in love with the medium. So when I wasn't getting the right kind of work, I produced a film. I've written something. I'm going to shoot a short film, hopefully soon. I've written myself. So I just feel like I love the medium. So I feel like when you do something for the right reasons, it just keeps you going. And, you know, I mean, that's the passion, I guess, yeah.
Great,
Yeah.
amazing. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. That was a very good question. Wow, that's really something. It gets you thinking about the amazing things that you got to do through your career. Like, very contrasting.
Yeah, actually.
Yeah, and who's to say one is more liberating than the other? They're all worth it.
Absolutely.
They're all wonderful.
Everything is worth it.
Yes.
I think every mistake is worth it. You know, yeah.
So
at least
we
you
can
learn what not to do.
Yeah.
Because I remember, you know, after my first film, Shekhar Kapoor, the director Shekhar Kapoor, he took me for dinner and he was so impressed with the film and me and everything. The one thing I remember him saying, he said, you know, "Ek baat I want to tell you, the most important thing in life is what not to do."
Yeah.
Please learn that. It's the no's that are going to be the most important. So I was taking all this, I said, please give me some advice. I'm just starting off in my career as an actor. So this is what he said. He said, जिस चीज़ पे ना बोलोगी ना वो ज़्यादा ज़रूरी है.
बिल्कुल.
So yeah.
Eat till you're 3/4 full. Do not overeat. It's a very deep statement. घर जाके सोचना. Now we have a lot of hands raised and we have time for one last question. So I will let CS choose which one she wants. आप बताओ. आप ma'am white में.
Okay, so my question is, if in a parallel universe you had an alternate career option, what would it be?
Stealing my job.
No, I just felt like I was in a pageant. So I do some charcoal sketching. I'm very fond of art. तो मुझे ऐसा लगता है कि शायद I would probably be in some art gallery, curating art. It just sounds very fancy. But I actually genuinely really love art. I love charcoal sketching. Yeah, so probably that.
Very khandani answer. I love it.
Really?
Yeah. Thank you so much.
Thank you guys. Thank you. It was lovely. Great crowd. Thanks.
Amazing crowd. Thank you for coming. Thank you for being here. Thank you for your questions. And remember, you are worth it. अगर भूल गए तो मैं याद दिलाऊंगी सपने में आके. Thank you. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, everyone.
Chitrangda.
Thanks, Mallika. Thank you, guys. Yes, we are worth it.